Hi everyone, welcome to Wolfie's Vinyl. I'm Wolfie Rankin. Although I suppose I should say, hey guys, what's up? Because that's what everybody else does lately on YouTube. Have you noticed? It's some kind of unwritten fad that you've got to be involved with. I don't know. Anyway, I've got a question for the vinyl community, and it's this. Do you collect cassettes? And I know a few people do. I know Biosite does. And I asked him this question. Have you seen anyone selling brand new material on cassette? And he said, yeah, well, there's indie people who are doing that, and I kind of expected that, I suppose. But I'm talking more mainstream artists. Have you seen it? Have you been to other artists' website? I don't mind if, what genre it is or anything. I don't know whether you're into country or heavy metal or whatever. Just let me know, because I'd like to know. And where would people buy cassette players from? I know old farts like us, we've got cassette players. I've got two Walkmans, I've got a MIDI player, I've got a ghetto blaster somewhere, so I'm fine for cassette. But what about the kids of today, the youth of today? What about them? Where do they get hold of something where you can't necessarily walk into a shop now and buy a cassette player? I saw Techmoan has this thing called New Old Stock, which is basically stock that never sold, which remained in its box for, well, maybe since the 70s. So maybe that's where you can get it. Anyway, talking about cassettes again, I went to Alison Moyet's website, and she's got a new album called Other coming out, and she's doing a world tour. I've gotten to know Alison, and she's really cool. I really love talking to her. I think I can count her as a friend now, so that's a lovely thing. Anyway, she's got the album coming out on signed vinyl, test pressing, CD with a signed lyric sheet, which is very nice. She's doing a lino print as well, and there is, because she can do all kinds of art, which surprised me. She can play the piano, she can do sculpture, she can do poetry. So it goes on. So it's quite interesting. People are so talented. But anyway, she's got a cassette, and I looked at this a few times and I went, should I buy the cassette? And I did, actually. So, and funny thing is, I have never bought, that I can remember, a pre-recorded cassette in my entire life. So this is going to be the first time that this has ever happened. So I was really sort of down on cassettes because they get chewed up, and sort of like, you got this new album and you really love this new album, and then you're playing it and the thing chews it up. That would really piss me off. I would rather buy the album and record it onto a cassette and play the cassette as often as I liked. And if the cassette gets chewed up, well, que sera, I don't really care. But anyway, yeah, cassettes. Talk to me about cassettes. I want to know about cassettes. I haven't got any records at the moment, though. I've bought heaps of them, and they're coming to me. I've bought RSD issues. I've bought interesting releases from different people. I've pre-ordered, and there's things. Actually, I've got the emails saying that things have been sent, and they should be here any day now. But yeah, I'm still waiting, so I don't know what's going to come in. But I tell you what, I've got something that's come in, and I was really taken by this because of the front cover, which I really love, and it's Blondie's Pollinator album, which is brand spanking new from Blondie. Look at that cover, isn't it fantastic? Now, a little bit of a story about this one. This one's the red vinyl issue, which came from Blondie's web store, and you can still get it, I think, from there. Indie shops have got it on white vinyl as well, and you can buy it on standard black, of course. And you can also buy a stack of 7-inch singles in a box set, which have everything that this has got on it. Now, I saw something interesting about this one, and it was that the thing was being sold by someone, a flipper apparently, on on one of the sites. I don't know whether it was eBay or Discogs for like $80. And look, don't, because this is like $20 on the web store or something like that, 20 or $30, and you don't want to go paying 80 if you can help it. So just look around and see if you can get it a little bit cheaper. In fact, what I did this year, I have occasionally freaked out and sort of bought things off scalpers, flippers, whatever you want to call them, and paid an excessive amount of money. But now I've sort of chilled out a little bit in my old age. I Googled and I found some shops with some things that I wanted, and I got them for the retail price, which was really, really cool. Well, at least I think. I mean, you don't sort of count these things until you've actually got them in your paws, because who knows? Maybe the people didn't send them. Maybe they got broken in the mail. That's happened to me once. I'm sure it's happened to you at least once or twice. It's a scary thing when that happens. It's a bit disappointing, but yeah, it happens. But yeah, I don't really want to say unless I've got them here in my hand and I can actually hold them up and show them to you to say that I've got them. I have ordered them, hoping they get here. Anyway, write back and tell me about cassettes. I'd like to know how many have you got? Where did you get them from? Do you play them? Are they brand new ones or are they old ones that you've had for ages? Just tell me any old thing that you can think of. Oh, I saw this really cool thing too. Someone found an old country record that was listed in Discogs, but they had a test pressing of it. They found this old studio somewhere in the US that had closed down, and he had bought all these records, and he found a whole lot of test pressings. The test pressings are an interesting thing too, aren't they? They're kind of like, they're really sort of geeky, aren't they? Geeky vinyl collectors only collect those. Or if you've been an ex-DJ or you've worked in the record industry, you've usually got quite a few of them. What do you think of them? Do you think they're worth collecting, or do they sort of, I don't know, they're a bit vague and weird, aren't they? They're sort of like, they've got no face. They've got no face and no cover or anything like that, but the music's there just the same. I don't know. I've got a few of them myself, and I've got a few signed ones, but I don't know whether what's the interest? I don't know. I'm trying to work it out. Anyway, everyone, that's it for me today, and I'm going to chuff off, and I will get back to you, and I will show you my new stuff when I get there, when it gets here, and hopefully it's all in one piece. I'm waiting for Africa by Toto, which you've probably seen, which was going for horrible prices on eBay, about triple the price. And I found it going for retail in a shop in Japan. And I got Blade Runner coming as well on the picture disc, which I will show you. I got Blade Runner on red vinyl, but when I saw the picture disc, I thought, ooh, that's nice. So, yeah, and it is one of the best soundtracks that you can get for listening, I think. I think there's a lot of soundtracks you listen to and they're kind of, yeah, it's okay in the film, but it's not so great when it doesn't sort of translate so well to music on its own. It's not all that interesting, but Blade Runner is an absolute joy to play. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm really going this time. It's freezing cold in Melbourne. I'm freezing my tits off, and the cat had to go walkies with me. So, oh dear. Oh, my cat. I've got a new cat, 2 new cats, and they're driving me up the wall. No, they're fine. Really, they are. I love them. But anyway, see you later. Wolfie Rankin signing off. Ta-ta.